So this is a very special post, you guys. I'm partnering up with a really cool historical author. His name is Adam Alexander Haviaras. He is from Toronto. What up? Represent! And he reached out to me to do a guest blog post on his website, and so I am doing the video in conjunction with that. Yay, online collaboration and teamwork. Thank you so much, Adam. I really hope that your followers enjoy this video as much as my viewers enjoy your website. So I was ringing in my birthday by watching Gladiator, as one does, and I got inspired by that famous scene where Commodus confronts Maximus in the Colosseum, and we get that epic line, "My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, commander of the armies of the north, general of the Felix legions, loyal servant to the true emperor Marcus Aurelius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next." Chills. Anyways, Commodus gets all teenage girly about it, and the audience starts cheering, "Live! Live! Live!" So he does that famous hand gesture we've all become so accustomed to when thinking about the gladiatorial games. The thumbs up. You see the same indication later when Maximus defeats that Scarface dude, except it's the complete opposite. The thumbs down. First off, how 50,000 people could see this tiny hand gesture in such a large space is beyond me, but movie magic, whatever. What I want to talk about today is the importance of our digitus pollice, and how the one appendage that separates us from the rest of the animal kingdom truly functioned in the gladiatorial games. The Romans were unique in comparison to other civilizations as they referred to the thumb as its own digit on the hand. And it's suggested that they believed that it held sway or had power, or polliat, over the rest of the fingers. The Latin word for thumb, pollex, is also said to have derived from the Latin word for power, which is pollet. And we can see here just how much influence one gesture with this little guy really had. In the days of the gladiatorial games, the audience could have their say in deciding the fate of the fallen combatants with a hand gesture, what we think of as a thumbs up or a thumbs down in our misconstrued pop culture reliant society. The decision to kill the fallen gladiator was decided with what is known as the Pollice Verso, which translates only as turned thumb. If we look at Juvenal's third book of satires in book 3, he says, "Today they hold shows of their own, and slay whomsoever the mob with a turn of the thumb bids them slay." Oh, Juvenal, you certainly have a way with words, don't you? The Christian poet Prudentius also backs this up when talking about a Vestal virgin attending one of the games. The modest virgin with a turn of her thumb bids him pierce the breast of his fallen foe. We aren't 100% sure what this exactly means though, as there aren't any direct surviving texts indicating whether it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down, or if it moves in any other way. Contrary to popular belief, the thumbs up, as we know it today as a sign of a good job or meaning A-OK, didn't always have this same connotation. A study by Desmond Morris shows that Italians didn't actually think of this as a positive gesture until World War II, when it was imported in by American GIs. So we don't really know which way the audience's thumbs were pointing to indicate if the gladiator should live or not. They very well could have just been waving the thumbs around all crazy like. We don't know. But if an extended turned thumb indicated the kill, then what did the audience do if they wanted the gladiator's life to be saved? Marshall says that the crowd appealed for mercy by waving their handkerchiefs or shouting. It seems the gesture was possibly to hide your thumb inside of your fist, called the pollice compresso, or compressed thumb. Anthony Corby, the leading expert on Roman gestures, has translated Pliny's words to mean that a thumb compressed on the index finger of a closed fist signified mercy. Now there's some speculation with the reasoning of these two gestures. Firstly, it's a lot easier to tell if the crowd is going like this versus like this, instead of this versus this. It can get very confusing, especially if there's 50,000 people doing that. And second, it could actually indicate the state of the gladiator's sword. Extended thumb indicating that the audience wanted the gladiator to give the fallen foe one final stab or blow, and the compressed thumb telling the gladiator to sheathe his weapon and grant mercy on the defeated. So the Pollice Verso may have been a waving or stabbing thumb like this. Kill! 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 Archaeologically speaking, the Médaillon Cavillard, which is located in the Nîmes Musée Archéologique, actually supports Corbeil's argument. It's also interesting to note that the gladiator may have actually had to wait for some sort of signal from the host of the games to give the outcome of the audience vote. This would be either waiting for some sort of audible cue, such as a horn blowing or some music. This is actually suggested in the Zliten Mosaic. So then how did Ridley Scott get all this mixed up in what is possibly one of the greatest movies of all time? It's because of this guy. One of the most famous paintings depicting gladiatorial combat is called the Pollice Verso, painted in 1872 by famous historical painter Leon-Jerome. It depicts the victorious gladiator standing over his vanquished opponent, showing off to the crowd. They, of course, are all enthusiastically pointing their thumbs down. Jerome was a highly respected historical painter known for his accuracy and vast historical research into his subjects, which is why this misinterpretation led to so much misunderstanding with both the public and academics. So we can't blame Ridley Scott for incorporating this into the movie. He was actually inspired by this painting, publicly stating, "That image spoke to me of the Roman Empire in all its glory and wickedness. I knew right then and there I was hooked." So without this painting and all this mix-up, we never would have seen Russell Crowe and Joaquin Phoenix in all their glory on the big screen. Sacrifices? Perhaps. But now you know the facts, so everyone can be happy. If you want to read more about thumbs in ancient Rome, head on over to Adam Alexander Haviaras' website for my blog post, eaglesanddragonspublishing.com. Go there for my write-up as well as some links as always, especially there's one article by Anthony Corbijn that is very, very interesting. While you are over at that website, don't forget to sign up for the Eagles and Dragons Publishing newsletter. You will get a free ebook. It's called Heart of Fire. I've read it. It's super good. I won't spoil it, but it's an historical novel about the Olympic Games, so it's perfect timing right now for the whole for the Korean Winter Games if you want to read about that and kind of keep into that spirit. I finished reading it a couple months ago and it was really fun and very exciting and adventurous, so link as always is in the description. If you want to see more of these fun movie tie-ins, just comment below or send me a message on what movie you think I should watch next, because this was really fun and I love watching movies and procrastinating for school, so please, please, please send me those suggestions. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to go over to Adam's website and get your free ebook. Stay dirty, my friends.